afternoon, everyone, and welcome to What the Why, one of RVN's newer television shows. If you've seen us before, our show features conversations with diverse leaders from all walks of life about why they do what they do and how they figured things out. And whether you, in your life, have felt stuck and wanted to get unstuck, or maybe you're just looking for some kind of a change because you're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, our guests have one thing in common with you. At some point in their lives, they felt similarly, and they decided to make those changes happen. And today's guest is no exception. I'm so honored to have with me today LaNette Keeton. She is so phenomenal. She's a serial entrepreneur, to put it mildly, a philanthropist. She is CEO of Serenity Home Infusion Solutions, Serenity Home Healthcare and Nursing Solutions, Hydrate IV Therapy and Wellness.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Which is actually in another state. She's got businesses in multiple states. She's in the process of launching CannaBio, which will be a recreational cannabis business in the state of New Jersey. And she has also been involved with, is partnered with, and operated multiple other businesses ranging from accounting to healthcare. And so we're so happy to have her here. This is not her first trip to RVN Television,
no, it's not.
But it's the first of this nature. She has such an extreme bio. I know LaNette, we are friends. I'm fortunate to have her in my life, and I really struggled to pick and choose from the amazing things that this woman has done. So some of the things that I do want to mention is that the path that she has chosen in her career has been very personal for some reasons that we'll get into a little bit in terms of her own experiences and why she chose to go into the healthcare route when she saw how things were not working. And she's done so. I mean, she's had thriving success with a home health care business, which then evolved into an infusion business, which was done at home, which is now going to evolve into infusion centers. Mm-hmm. So each one has kind of migrated to the other. And as part of that, she never forgot where she came from. She has done everything from sponsor monthly luncheons for seniors in Washington Township, or dinners sometimes, so that they get out and mingle and actually get an opportunity to learn more about the options that are available to them as they start to age. She has gone so far as to purchase groceries and foods and take care of the needs of others, pay electricity and overdue bills, because the people that she gets to know as part of her businesses become part of almost her family in a lot of ways.
Right.
She's made numerous charitable donations, not just to the aging spectrum, but the younger spectrum, because they're the future leaders. Partnerships with Washington Township High School. She's been a mentor for students in high schools. She had created a scholarship for students that wanted to pursue healthcare as a career. She serves on numerous organizations and is in the process of launching a couple, but she's heavily involved in the South Jersey, or the Chamber of Commerce of Southern New Jersey, CCSNJ. She's also actively involved in the Gloucester County Regional Chamber, the Gloucester County Network Connection, National Home Infusion Association, the American Red Cross. She's served at one point as on the advisory board of South Jersey Magazine. Mm-hmm. She has a BS in accounting, a minor in marketing, numerous accreditations in Medicare and other fields, and she's a multiple award winner. She's been named Exceptional Woman Entrepreneur of the Year of January 18 for South Jersey Magazine, Best of Healthcare Award in March 2018 for South Jersey Magazine, and the Community Service Award Game Changer for the Gloucester County National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. So again, I think you can see why I'm so happy to have her here. So without further ado, please welcome my friend LaNette Keeton.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Barbara Ann, for having me here. I look forward to sitting here and speaking with you today.
Oh, me too.
It's always a pleasure, though. I enjoy talking to you all the time.
Same. And this time, you've been on other shows with two other shows with RVN.
I have.
But this time, our audience is going to get to see a little bit more of the personal side of LaNette Keeton and all the amazing things that you're doing. So let's start. Where you are today, I don't want to give anything away. But when you were little LaNette running around playing, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I didn't have a clue.
Okay.
I didn't know what I wanted to be. Well, then again, that's not true. I think when I was younger, I wanted to be a doctor. I got a little older and maybe a nurse, maybe a school teacher. You know, when you're young, you just never really know. Everything that you watch on TV and you see other people do, that's what you want to do. So it wasn't until I got older that I started realizing where my niche was.
And your niche, you had an accounting businesses that you ran, and you decided to get into healthcare in part because of the services that you were providing through that accounting business. So to the extent that you can share with our audience, how did you make that pivot from accounting and working with larger companies to deciding that you were actually going to go into the home healthcare industry?
I just like healthcare. I felt like there's a need in healthcare. I had a handicapped son who was in need of healthcare home services, and we got services from everywhere, and I just never thought the services was that great. So I always said if he passed away or if anything ever happened to him, I would get into that business so I could show people how it was really done. So he ended up passing away in 2008, and I got into the home healthcare business. Not knowing how hard it was, I decided I was going to jump in there anyway and try and make a difference. So I don't know if I made a difference, but I definitely jumped in.
I suspect for the people that you have served over the years and all of these amazing things you've done in philanthropy, in a large part connected with those services, I think you've absolutely made a difference.
Well, I started in home health care with home health aides, nurses, and then I saw a need in other areas. So it's like wherever you see a need, you just keep progressing with that time. So home health care was great. It was a wonderful opportunity to get started, but then you see a need in other areas like infusion or somewhere like that, and then you just start to move into those other areas. So I say healthcare has been really where it's at for me, and I love healthcare.
Yeah, and I know one of the big things you are very passionate about specifically is infusion services.
I am very passionate about infusion services. It's a hard field to get into. To start, it can be very expensive. So I started out in doing in-home infusion, and then I saw a need for infusion centers, which there aren't very many, and so I'm really excited. I don't really want to talk too much about it, but yeah, I'm excited about being able to get in, and I've opened up 2 infusion centers so far now, and I'm in Arizona. New Jersey is a really tough nut to crack here in New Jersey, but we're working on it. So,
and as you do that, I mean, so you'll continue to offer the in-home infusion.
I will. I'll continue. Yes.
Which is great because some of the things we've actually talked about are, okay, great. You're home. You're homebound. You're in healthcare, and family members without home infusion have to find a way to take off work.
Exactly.
To move patients to hospitals or other facilities, and you offer that in the comfort of their homes.
We do, and it's good. Some insurance companies don't always agree with it, and they'd rather have the patients go to a center, which is part of the reason why I decided to get into building infusion centers. But for patients, they really like being in their home.
Sure.
They like being there, it's comfortable, and then a lot of times insurance companies has us teach one of the family members how to do the infusion. So then we teach, and then hopefully the family member picks it up and can do it on their own. But if not, we keep coming back. So yeah, it's very rewarding. I love it.
Yeah. So you talked about opening centers in Arizona, and I know you're looking at some other states as well. Obviously the center is a nice midpoint between having to go to the hospital at the same time, getting services at home.
Right.
And to the extent that you can share, because this is still a new concept, so some of your information is proprietary, and we don't want to be sharing that with the world. But what are some of the things that you can share about what you plan to offer here in New Jersey? Because New Jersey is, you touched on it briefly.
Very unique. New Jersey is very unique, but we plan on offering pretty much everything that the hospitals offer. So whether it's for antibiotics, hydration, chemotherapy, so we plan on offering a lot.
And these are really important services. I know for me personally, I got to experience what it felt like to get mild hyperbaric oxygen therapy treatments. And for me, that definitely helped with pain management. And there's so much more to the scope of what's available under that umbrella.
That is true. Is it hot here or is it just me?
No, it's not just you. It's all the lights. I honestly, I don't mind the fact that I took my jacket off now.
Exactly.
Yes, you're under the microscope too.
I'm under the microscope, so that could be.
So for those of you who don't know LaNette, like I do, she's kind of a silent giant. You know, when she's in the room, she's a doer. She gets things done. She's not just a talker. And so it's a little bit challenging sometimes. A little bit. For her to be on the microscope. So here we go. We'll have an outtake moment. But
I think it's just all the lights.
Let's talk though about the regulatory environment in New Jersey, because you've had to jump through a lot of hurdles to be able to be successful.
Jumped through a lot of hurdles in New Jersey. Arizona rolled the red carpet out. It was so easy for me. I mean, I couldn't believe how easy it was to establish business in Arizona. It's phenomenal, and I plan on eventually moving there. But New Jersey can be a bit of a challenge. They have a lot of regulations that are unnecessary sometimes. New Jersey can be really tough. I think it's good in a sense, and then not so good in a sense. So I have my challenges, but my attorneys and I, we're working through it.
There's challenges, and then there's obstacles.
Well, New Jersey are true obstacles. They put obstacles in your way unnecessarily, but it's done, and so we just have to work through it and get past it, and that's what we do.
Plus, it's new.
It's new.
And anytime anything's new, people go, oh,
exactly.
What do we do with this? Oh my goodness.
Exactly. So it's new, but I think it's going to be great, and I think that once New Jersey realizes that, it'll be very rewarding for the state of New Jersey. And very beneficial. Yes.
And also cost savings.
And it's going to be very cost effective.
Insurance costs.
Yes. Be very cost effective. Yes.
You know, because as I understand it, receiving services in a center versus hospital setting, and it is a lot less expensive.
It's a lot less. It's 75% less of the cost.
And insurance companies are always saying, well, find a way to cut costs, find a way to cut costs.
Exactly. And so I'm trying to help them cut costs. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
So since you have some centers open in Arizona, let's talk about the beautiful state of Arizona and your plans for expansion, not just in Arizona. I mean, you have
I am doing some wonderful, wonderful things in Arizona. So I have 2 infusion centers up. I have a hydration center there. I have another infusion center going up in Sedona, and I have a compounding pharmacy that's being done as we speak now.
Yes. Like I said, so many different things. Now, for our viewers that don't know, what is a compounding pharmacy?
Where we mix medications, so therefore we don't have to order them from the specialty pharmacies. So we'll be able to mix them and drop ship them to different locations.
And we've had some conversations about what you're doing in Arizona as being so important, because a lot of outdoor service workers, especially when they were having heat waves, were having hydration issues.
They had a lot of workers in Arizona that were actually passing away from the heat. It gets to be as hot as 116 degrees in Arizona. So they had some workers that were dropping like flies. And so, of course, my business went to the presidents and CEOs to see how we can accommodate, and we're able to accommodate. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, because no offense to any particular products, but drinking, vitamin-type waters can only do so much.
Just drinking water itself can only do so much.
Right.
And on 116-degree days, it doesn't do much.
No. So in terms of all of these wonderful things you're doing in the infusion world, to the extent that you can share again, because this is still in the works, you're venturing into the cannabis business.
I am venturing into the cannabis business here in New Jersey. It's a little scary because I don't know much about cannabis, but I'm learning.
And you have a team of people that are working with you to help you out, and some really good experts, and attorneys, and things like that.
Yes.
And she mentioned that as a minority woman-owned business, you'll be one of the few that will actually eventually be operating in the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, I think New Jersey will get quite a few minority women. How successful they'll be, I don't really know. But I have a lot of things in the works when it comes to this cannabis stuff, and it's really, really exciting. I have some really well-known celebrity people that are going to be taking part in the in my cannabis business here, and are going to help me with marketing and get things rolling. And so I'm excited about that. I'm so excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, it's already time for a break.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
So we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and learn a little bit more about how LaNette manages to do all of the things that LaNette does. So please join us again after the break for more with LaNette Keeton. Welcome back to What the Why with our guest today, serial entrepreneur and philanthropist, LaNette Keeton. Before the break, we were talking about just some of the many things that LaNette is doing in her life. But now let's talk about, how do you do it all?
You know what? I just have a lot of energy. I have a lot of energy. I love what I do. I'm very passionate about it, very excited about it. So it seems like I'm on a plane like every week. I'm either on a plane going to Arizona, I'm on a plane going to Florida, back to New Jersey. I feel like I have been on a plane more than I have been home in this last year.
I could, yeah.
Right?
I could see that. I definitely could see that.
Yeah.
You are just quite the jet setter, hopefully racking up a lot of frequent flyer miles that you can use.
I'm racking up a lot of frequent flyer miles, and I'm getting ready to go to Europe, you guys. So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, I think it's just because I have a passion for this. I absolutely love what I do. I always tell people I'll never retire. I'll just keep doing this, and eventually selling off everything and holding on to everything in Arizona and going there if I ever decide to retire. But right now, I love what I do. I feel like it's my season. My door is open. So now I have to jump in and go after everything that God has for me.
And I think another thing that you share with me is, when you stop loving what you do, you fly by faith and just say, okay, I'm moving on from that.
Yes. As a matter of fact, yes, because I'm getting ready to move on from the home health care business. Actually, I am going to open up a hydration center in Washington Township, like the one I have in Arizona. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I'm excited. It's a little bit scary, but I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, fearless is definitely a good word to describe you.
No, I have my fears. I just don't let them outweigh all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't let the fear hold me back. So I just pray about it and keep going.
So fear checked.
Yes.
Who are some of the people that have inspired you to be this dedicated, committed, hardworking person that you embody and model for others?
People like you and my friends and family. I can't really say that there's anybody in business that I've been so intrigued with that I can say, wow, I can really learn a lot from them. I think it's because I'm so private and low-keyed that maybe that's the reason. But I have gone to a few people for help. Like I've gone to Senator Sweeney for some help, and he was wonderful. And every time I call on him, he comes. But there's not very many people that I called on for help. I kind of just call on you and a few of my other friends, and we kind of just feel our way through and push our way through and make it happen.
And what advice would you give to someone who, feel free to pick any of the endeavors that you're involved in and share a bit of advice for someone who's thinking about either going into philanthropy or, getting into home health care or wanting to pursue, other options that are out there for them?
I just tell people, find your niche, find what it is that you're passionate about. Don't let anybody tell you no or that you can't do it. And just do your research. Whatever it is that you're interested in, do your research first. So this way you know the ins and outs, so at least you can tackle that part. And then getting it started could be a whole nother thing, but at least you'll know what that is. And then whatever it is, just go 100 with it. And don't let anybody tell you you can't, because you can. And that's what I do. And I don't really talk to a lot of people, so I don't have a lot of negativity. And people already know that once I have my mind set for it, I just go and I do it. You know that.
Yes.
And I just do it. So I just tell people, whatever your niche is, whatever it is that you think you'd like to do, just do your research and go for it.
Now, in fairness to yourself, I will say that when somebody gives you additional information, you will consider it.
I do.
Yeah. So it's
doesn't
not
mean
like
I'll
you just
always
blindly,
take it.
it's not like you blindly
Right.
charge into everything,
No.
but you do at least take into consideration, okay, well, maybe that is an angle I didn't think of, and then, okay, yeah, maybe I will do that, or so you trust the people to who you can trust.
I have a good circle of people that took a long time to get. Once you have a good circle of people and you trust them, you have to hold on to them. And so I do. I run things across you and a few other people and get your perspective on it. And then if you tell it to me in a different angle, I will take a couple of weeks and let it marinate and think about it and do my research. And then if it sounds good and it's going to work, I go for it. Because, you need a team of people. You can't do everything by yourself.
Oh my gosh, no.
And you need a team of people. And I have wonderful attorneys. I have the best attorney, Vince Cerubi. He is awesome. And I have a good group of friends.
Which is fantastic.
It is. It is fantastic.
What's one thing you wish you knew before you started down this multi-serial entrepreneur path that you know now?
That's so much. Wow, you learn so much. Let me see. What is one thing that I can really? About the laws. That is a task in itself. I know more about the laws and the rules and regulations and all that stuff now that I didn't then, but that I know now. And I'm able to feel my way through and get in contact with all the necessary people that I have to get in touch with. I say networking is the key to business. Networking. I can never say it enough, because the more people you know, the more help that you can get.
And that's consistent with what you said by doing your homework too. Because if you do your homework, you'll learn and grow and advance, which is the other part. You are forever learning.
I am forever learning, forever trying to meet someone. Trust me, this has not been an easy road.
No.
By far, it has not been easy for me. But I just do my networking. And you get out there and you talk to people, and if you're honest, they really like you and they want to help you. Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time.
Authenticity is so important.
It's very
when you're
important.
developing your circles.
Yes.
And some people don't understand that, or they don't know it when they see it fully.
Well, people don't understand loyalty is a key. Loyalty, honesty, all that stuff. Yeah. Which is very, very important. Oh, listen now, because I weed people out. You have people in your life that you think, oh, they're so wonderful, and and then you find out later on they're not as wonderful as you thought they were. So if I don't talk to them now, it's because I found out that they're not that wonderful.
And you know who the real ones are, because even if there's a gap in time, you can pick up the phone and it's okay.
Exactly.
They didn't run, they didn't, question it. They're just
I have friends like you that I call and I say, you know what, listen, I can't figure this out. Can you help me figure it out? Oh, God, you go above and beyond to help me figure something out, so that is wonderful. So it's you, and I have a few other friends like that, too, that will go above and beyond to help me get where I need to be.
So if you were asking the questions in this interview, what question would you ask of yourself that I haven't asked?
Oh, Barbara Ann, you're good with questions. You always have been.
It's the coach in me, right?
You're good with questions. Oh, my God, I get filled with questions from Barbara Ann, like emails, text messages, phone calls. I mean, she inundates me with questions. So trust me, no question has gone without her asking. Trust me.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if somebody's going to ask me a question, I want to make sure that I have the information. Now, I do have a tendency to get into a little bit of analysis paralysis sometimes.
You
but
do.
then once I have my information, it's like off to the races. It's done.
Yeah. I can't really say that you haven't asked, but I mean, even outside of this interview, you asked 10 million questions. So I feel like there's no question that I haven't answered for you.
Always curious. From a place of non-judgment, always curious.
Yeah.
Which is probably why it's easier to have these interviews,
Yeah.
because you're used to me asking you these non-judgmental
Okay, but maybe
curiosity
one that you
questions.
didn't was what was my biggest failure?
Oh, okay.
And I've had many of those, and it comes from sometimes the people that you surround yourself with, hoping that they have more information and knowledge than you do, and a lot of times they don't. So
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
yeah. So I've had to pick myself up, brush myself off, and keep moving. One thing about me is when I get knocked down, I just jump right back up. Like, you can't keep me down.
You just made me think of a song that's literally like, I probably shouldn't sing it because there's probably some kind of copyright
Probably,
rule, but there
yes.
is a song that actually has lines in it that basically go, I get knocked down and I get up again, because nothing ever
Yep.
going to keep me down, or something to that effect.
And trust
So-
me, everybody that comes and wants to help you are not there for you and to help you. Not everyone. Trust me, I have certain people now that are like that, but if they think that the money is good and you can make them some money, or they figure they can help you but they want to charge you a fortune, you have to be very careful with those kind of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, that is the perfect advice to conclude, because we're out of time.
All right. Well, I enjoyed myself as always, and I missed you, so I'm glad to be home for a minute. I'm getting ready to leave again, so yep.
I was like, okay, hopefully she's really going to be here for a window of opportunity. She's one of the people that I've been saying, I'm hoping I've got this guest coming up. And she's here, so this is one of the people I have been dying to get in here. She finally was here in New Jersey.
But I'm here.
She's off soon again.
And I'm so excited.
But thank you so much, because I know you've got so many different things going on.
I do.
I really appreciate you coming in for
No,
this
thank
interview.
you for having me. I love it. I hope I can come back again.
Absolutely, because you're going to have so much more to talk about in the coming months and
Oh,
years.
I will, especially with the cannabis stuff.
Yes.
I have so many good things going on with this cannabis stuff, and it's not just dispensary. So I'm excited about that.
More to come. So if someone wants to reach out and connect with you, what's the best way to do that?
Through you.
Through me. Okay, so you have my company information, which will display at the end of the episode, and you heard it. You can reach out to me, although LaNette is also on LinkedIn, and if you were to Google LaNette Keeton, you're going to see all kinds of information and images and company links.
Oh, geez.
So thank you again for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me again.
Thank you. So next week, the fun and joys of confirming guests for August are almost over. This was the big one. And so I'm still not 100% sure who my guest will be next week. I don't want to say until it's confirmed, but I'm excited to have them. I'm also excited to announce that I've had them scheduled for a while, as I mentioned in our last episode. But the following week, at the end of the month, we're going to have Michael Kinney and Desiree Bear Kinney, the team behind Kinney Protective Agency. They'll be joining us to talk about their firm's work as self-protection specialists in personal safety, self-defense for children, teens, adults, seniors, real estate agents, security training for businesses. They are all about security, and you really enjoy the conversation we're going to have with them. And so suffice to say, you don't want to miss that episode or any of our upcoming guests who will be sharing about how they, like LaNette, figured out their whys or their many whys. As a remember, What the Why airs on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and Mondays at 3:30 p.m., and is also available on demand and on Roku. And remember, whether you are looking to make changes in your life, no matter how big or small, please tune in again for more inspirational and informational conversations with people who wanted to make changes or pivot and overcome whatever fears or obstacles or challenges may have been in their path to find their purpose and live it.